Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor. We're heading into our final week of this Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. And do you guys remember a little bit ago when Ben Chu was doing this response when they heard Amber Heard bringing up Kate Moss? We were all speculating, why is he excited? Why is he excited? Well, now we know Kate Moss is testifying tomorrow on the stand, allegedly. This is what we're hearing from multiple sources. This is now breaking all over the news. And I have spoken to some other sources who did tell me, yes, this is absolutely the plan for Kate Moss to come in via video link on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So this is a big deal because obviously if Johnny's calling her in, she's going to be supportive of Johnny. And the fact that she's willing to do this means she's supportive of Johnny. And I imagine she's sick of Amber Heard putting these lies out there about this weird stairwell incident. So it's going to be fascinating and just amazing to see her zoom in on behalf of Johnny to set them straight. Because what is the defense going to say? Elaine's going to be like, well, no, I'm sorry, Kate. The rumor must be true. No? No? Okay, objection. No. Yeah, but I'm allowed to. No? Judge, I'm allowed. I love Elaine when she just fights with the judge saying, I'm allowed to do this. I should be allowed. No, Elaine, you follow the law. But she's not the only one, guys. There are a lot of people expected. I'm going to go through this list of all the expected witnesses to come forward with Johnny. Before I do that, though, I want to really talk about something else in the headline of this video. Guys, they're scared. They are scared of Johnny. This was a quote. It got deleted. Now it's back from Shanley over at Court TV. Sorry, it's Shanley, right? She says, calling Depp back. This is what Amber Heard sources told them. And then apparently it got sent out to the rest of the media as well. Calling Depp back to the stand would be as relevant as to us as a bicycle to a fish. Everything Depp has testified up to this point has been irrelevant to the heart of this case. And there's no reason to believe it would be any different now. So when I saw that, I thought, all right, maybe Court TV had the wrong source. Maybe, it is what it is. And then we heard this.
Is on the plaintiff's last witness, it appears that is on the plaintiff's witness list is Mr. Depp. And I was just hoping we would get an answer as to what. Defendant's witness list? Yeah, defendant's witness list.
I don't know. Are you still changing witness? I'm not sure. Okay. Make a decision in the morning, okay? All right, everybody have a good evening. All right, thank you.
First of all, Elaine, it's been weeks. You still haven't figured out that damn button? Oh my God, it's like there's a button. How come everyone else can figure out the button except for Elaine? She doesn't know how to work any buttons. But did you hear that? She's like, well, we're still figuring that out. So wait a second. Is he as useless as a bicycle to a fish? Or are you still debating if you need to bring him out because you're, not doing very well? Are you afraid to bring him out? Why would you tip off the press, which they did? Everyone was like, oh, Johnny Depp's coming back on Monday. The defense is bringing him back. And then suddenly they changed their tune and said, oh, no, that'd be silly. There's no need. He's useless to us. But then, audio caught otherwise. So kudos to Wayne Dennison for proving that. What do you guys think in the comments below? I want to hear your thoughts. Before we go through Johnny's upcoming list, which is juicy, make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit the bell for all alerts, smash that like button, and leave a comment below. Do you think they are afraid of bringing up Johnny to the stand, or is it that they're out of time? Now, that's the other thing you guys got to know. Now, the judge told them at the end of Monday how much time they had left. Johnny's team has 15.51 hours left. Defense has 4.09. Now, previously it was like 8 and 18. So now, plaintiff, Johnny's team used about 3, whereas defense used over 4. So Johnny gained more time while, usually it's supposed to be even per day. Johnny still maintained the bulk of the time and didn't use as much time as defense did. So we're literally looking at the defense, Elaine and team, Amber's team, having 4 hours left. Now, what's so crucial about this on this redirect, when Johnny pulls out all these witnesses, which I want to go through, when Johnny pulls these people out, they only have 4 hours to use. And just to, for comparison, they spent that today. So in one day, they spent the time, which they evened out with both people. They spent it in a day. So at some point this week before it's done, we got Tuesday, we got Wednesday. We got 2 days left. They got to be very careful over these next 2 days. 3 days left. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And they got 4 hours. On Friday is closing arguments. Now, both teams apparently get their 2-hour closing argument regardless, and the jury will deliberate. We don't expect to get the jury that day, but we could on Friday. It's also very likely that they won't be ready. They'll have to go through a lot of data. We may not know till it's a 3-day weekend here in America, so Memorial Day. So we may not know until the following Tuesday if they don't make a determination that Friday. So stay tuned. Now, here's the list that Court TV has gotten. They seem to be the only ones that have access to this courtroom. No other media seems to be getting in and out except for Court TV, which holds the feed. Seems a little wrong. I don't really get it. Everyone else has to wait until 1 a.m. and wait all day. Court TV, Sean Lee, they could just go in and out. I don't get why that's allowed, but they're the only ones who were doing it. They somehow picked up or bought the feeds. But they seem to have some insight on everything, and here's who we can expect. He's got Dr. Richard Shaw. I don't remember Dr. Richard Shaw, but we have Dr. Kimberly Collins, forensic pathologist. Candy Davidson Goldbraun from a deposition video, who is from the Children's Hospital of L.A., to also attest that Amber never gave him the donation, which is key. And then we have Walter Hamada, who we heard about. This is the president of all the DC films. If anybody knows what happened to Amber Heard, he's the one who's going to answer those questions. Now, as we sort of saw, it seems like they're going to try to play like, well, the studios are never honest. Well, he's being deposed, so he should be being honest. Richard Marks, you remember him. He is Mr. Hollywood. They're going to bring him back, I imagine, to go against the expert they brought in yesterday, who was not a Hollywood expert. Then we got Mike Spindler, economics damage expert. And then Doug Banya, social media and internet analytics expert. And then Morgan Knight, witness of the Hicksville incident, where there was the trailer where Amber alleged things. And then we got Dr. David Kuhlber, also live, hand doctor for Johnny Depp. You'll notice here, a lot alive. Now, the Children's Hospital person's deposition, Walter Hamada, they had to call in for deposition. I imagine those will be quicker ones. And then this one's key. Jennifer Howell deposition video, and they clearly want to end on that day, so they get even more press. We'll be obviously covering that in full. Former friend and boss of Whitney Heard, who will go on the record to admit that Whitney said Amber is the one who almost pushed Whitney down the stairs, and Amber was the one who was to Whitney, and more. So Jennifer Howell is a huge guest. They are also saying she also has been out there saying she's been intimidated, that her house was broken into. Crazy stuff, but Jennifer Howell is a huge witness for Johnny, and that'll potentially just knock out Whitney's testimony altogether. So we'll see what happens there. And then on these rebuttals, we got still on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. We're supposed to get some of these tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, today, rather. Sorry, I pre-taped this in the evening. Today, this is what we're supposed to get. This morning, Wednesday morning, we're supposed to get Kate Moss via video link, which means I think that's the first person who's called in live via video link, but that's who's supposed to come in. And then we're going to get Brian Neumeister, potentially another metadata expert, as well as Morgan Tremaine. Now, this one is juicy, guys. If you don't know who Morgan Tremaine is, ex-TMZ producer. Why is he there? Well, could he be tipping off how Amber actually did give them the video? How does that work at TMZ? He's got an ex-TMZ employee on his witness list to potentially also prove that Amber did send this stuff to them. And if that's true and that happened, I can't wait. And then we have Lydia Phillip via video link, flight attendant, who I guess was on the flight in question where Johnny was doing these things. Was he really screaming? We have now another person to attend to that. And then, yes, coming back for round 2, Dr. Shannon Curry, fan favorite. I'll have my I love Dr. Curry shirt ready to go because another forensic psychologist, who will be coming on to, I'm sure, when they're out of time, talk about all their experts and how crazy they were. And then we got the man himself, Johnny Depp, coming back for final rebuttal there, where he will be able to, maintain that and order that. And will defense have enough time to offer cross on these guests? There's going to be a lot of people here that they're going to want to cross on. And now remember, because they put all these experts on today, they got 4 hours left. 4 hours left. 4 hours and 9 minutes is all they got left to go against Johnny, who has 15.51. He's really got 16 hours left. If you eliminate the 9, Yeah, it's 4 and 4 and 16. If I really look at that correctly. Oh my God, what are they doing? I mean, good news for Johnny Depp fans, right, guys? Right, guys? Ex-TMZ producer Kate Moss. All these days, today and tomorrow, should be fire. Where are you going to get all your alerts? Right here on Popcorn Planet. So hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and so much more. Is Amber afraid of Johnny? What do you think? Tell us in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be here covering the trial. You can watch the full trial on Hugging the Cactus, and you know we're covering the verdict live on the channel, so stay tuned. Friday, maybe next week on Tuesday or Wednesday.